Harry and I stayed up doing tests on his suit. And we may have had too much pizza. It was really nice.
Just like the good old days. So I gotta know, what's Harry's radioactive spider?
I've never seen anything like this before. It's some kind of exosuit that completely eradicates any trace of his disease. Dr. Connors really outdid himself this time.
That's incredible. And great timing, considering what happened at the park.
Any leads on where they might have taken Tombstone?
Not yet, but if I hear anything, you're my first call.
Oh, you're the best.
Yeah, I know.
So we pick up with the Prowler missions, and like I said before, there's 4 in total. The first one we saw that Prowler is asking Miles for help because all his tech sites are being raided and somebody's stealing his tech, right? So they go, they find it out and stuff like that. If you want to check it out, see the previous videos. But for this one, Prowler hits Miles up again and says, hey, there's somebody currently hitting one of my sites in Washington Heights. I need your help right now. So Miles goes over there. So what's interesting about this is that once they get over there, they have hints of like somebody breaking in and they're using the Prowler's tech and stuff like that. So you have little moments where you're scanning the environment, checking out, and then once they open it, somebody shoots out of there with this beam of light, and Miles and Prowler chase after him. So it's a chase mission. They zoom all the way through New York City and stuff like that. But eventually you catch them, and then you realize that it's the Beetle. The Beetle is the main villain. The Beetle has been stealing Prowler's tech, changing it, morphing it, and been calling himself the Beetle, basically. But he doesn't have that name yet, but he kind of looks like that. So then you could have like Miles be like, yo, like he kind of looks like a beetle, or freaking even Prowler be like, yo, what are you doing stealing my tech? And why you look like a beetle, bro? You look like a bug. You know what I mean? So basically there's a Beetle boss fight as well. So you get to fight with Prowler to defeat the Beetle. And once the fight ends, the Beetle unmasks himself. He's like, bro, it's such a blast to see you again. And then Prowler's like, what are you talking about? And then you realize that the Beetle is actually Hobie Brown. And how I want to change is that Hobie Brown is a childhood friend of Aaron Davis, and he was one of the people that first helped him steal when he first started becoming the Prowler. So he's basically like Aaron Davis's best friend, but the thing is that he's been in prison for such a long time because one of their earliest heists, he got arrested and he's been in jail for like 20-25 years, stuff like that, and he recently just got out. And then Aaron's just like, bro, what are you doing out? I thought you were still in prison and stuff like that. And then freaking Aaron says, Hobie says, oh, somebody bailed me out. This group of people, I don't know really who they are, but they tasked me to find these 2 people, and once I find them, then they'll pay me like a huge sum, and then I could start a new life, man, because like I'm a criminal, I can't really do anything, you know what I mean? I can't get a stable job, I can't do anything like that, so this is an opportunity to actually have a second chance at life. And Aaron feels guilty because he feels like he could have done something to prevent Hobie from being arrested and wasting 25 years of his life, you know? So he feels very guilty. So then and then after the boss fight and it explains everything, Aaron's just like, yo, I need some time to breathe. Let me just talk with Hobie for a little bit. Miles, I'll see you in a bit. I'll keep you updated. And also Miles feels a little bit obligated to help. Excuse me. Because he kind of sees Finn and himself in Hobie and Aaron, you know, and it's like a second chance for Miles to kind of like right the wrongs of like how he handled things with Finn, you know. So he doesn't quickly like turn Hobie in because obviously he's a criminal. He's been stealing from the Prowler, but you know he's more likely to help because he sees Finn and himself in his uncle and his uncle's best friend.
Hey Spiders, got something for you. Head to this location.
Felicia? Hey, Felicia!
Heard some chatter about the steel foundry in Williamsburg off a radio I swiped from those hunters. Sounds like Tombstone's there. He could use your help.
Thanks. Glad you're all right.
Did you make it to Paris in time?
Yeah, I did. Figured I owed you one. Both of you. Even if the other Spider-Man couldn't be bothered to make an appearance.
Yeah. About...
You can save the explanation. We've both moved on. He's a good one, by the way.
He really is. Well, thanks for the tip. Not sure I'd be able to find Tombstone in time without you.
Yeah, thanks. Take care of yourself.
Those fashion school rejects won't be getting the drop on me again. Ta-ta, spiders.
Miles, let me take this one. You're gonna miss your essay deadline.
But what if...
If Lee's there, I'll take care of him. Spider-Man can wait. Miles can't.
All right. Just keep in touch.
I love these transitions, bro. They're so good. So here's where we jump into those swarm side content, right? This is optional. You don't really need to do it, but it's actually very important because it will give you something towards the end of the chain. Remember, there's only 4 in total. I believe there's only 4 in total. I might be wrong, but either way, it's just side content. But basically, you speak with this lady, and basically you continue helping her with the bees, right? So she's basically saying like, hey, I need you to help me like coordinate we just planted the mechanical bees throughout the place. We're just trying to see if their protocols are up to date. So basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna set up nests or points where they could like converge and understand where like their objectives are. And then afterwards we're gonna test the predator system, where basically like it will hunt like rats and birds and stuff like that, so that they could protect like the plants and stuff like that, whatever, right? So basically you do that. It's basically a combination of those 2 missions, where basically you do the Central Park one where like you make those like little nests, and then the other one, the beehive, where you're like hunting down predators. But basically it ends with like one of the bees malfunctioning, right? And then Peter's like, hey, it's like malfunctioning, what's going on? She's like, I don't know actually. And you see that the bee is actually like going after people, right? So then Peter has to actually like stop, and then you have to like basically like, it's kind of like a little chase mission, but like actually it's more like a webbing kind of thing. Like, you know those like bomb missions from the first game where like you go around and you gotta like go to the bomb and like throw it? It's kind of like that. Like basically you gotta go around chase. It's like a combination of like those bird missions and then the bomb missions from the first game. Like you go around and you have to chase after these go to these points and then like take care of like the bees there. And once it's done, Peter's just like, hey, what's going on? It's just like, well, you know, it's still in like testing, so it just probably malfunctioned. That was really weird. But I'll let the head scientist know what's going on and stuff like that. And he's just like, who's the head scientist? He's like, oh, it's Dr. Druid and stuff like that. But basically, if you know, you know. But that's how that mission ends.
For an abandoned foundry, this place sure is active.
Yeah, sure, I would love to see it.
Extra precautions. Tombstone has proven challenging.
Right. Stay ready.
Hunt to live.
Live to hunt.
That's a fire line. I ain't gonna hold you. No, I said it in the other videos, but I'd like to refresh it because it's like I don't have like a pinup or anything like that. But basically, you see how you can switch between Peter and Miles, right? And they have these like 4 moves and stuff like that. So basically, throughout the game, you would unlock other characters that you could play with. So far we have the Prowler, we have Rafe, Black Cat. So Black Cat. So for this mission, you'll be working with Black Cat, right? And not only could you fight with her, but you can also do stealth missions with her, right? So imagine Black Cat is here, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with the City that Never Sleeps, the DLC from the first game. In that game, you could do stealth takedowns with the Black Cat. So it's basically the same concept.
My dad. Still no clue where Dr. Connors is. I haven't seen Dad look this stressed in a while.
We'll find Connors. Why don't you call MJ and ask her to go swing by his house?
Yeah, good idea.
I'll meet you back at the Foundation once I'm done here.
What are you up to? Need a hand?
In Williamsburg, at the old steel foundry.
That's dope, being able to play with other characters.
Spider pals.
That is not what we're calling ourselves.
Well, what do you and the other guy go by?
I don't know. Spider-Men? Spider-Mans?
That's confusing.
I should go. This place is crawling with hunters.
So you do need help?
No, do not come here. These people are deadly. Can't risk you getting hurt.
The whole focus when they first made this game about Peter and Miles working together in like all the missions, but they don't.
I would love mortuary assistant, not gonna lie, its jump scare are hella scary.
I know, I've seen some videos. I'm really excited about that. I'm definitely gonna play it on my channel sooner or later. But yeah, I always thought that you were gonna play with Miles majority of the time, but a lot of times you're just playing separately, like, and it doesn't make sense. Like, the whole reason why Miles isn't here right now is because he's working on his college essay. But like, so it's a cool concept that you could play with other heroes in the whole universe. And what I liked about the first game was that it was very down to earth. But I think this one should expand the whole Marvel universe, so you get to see more of like Spider-Man's world, like Black Cat, Prowler, Rafe, you know. there another sniper here? Oh, come on. That's not who I wanted. So basically, since it went off here, imagine Black Cat's here, so you will be fighting with her, taking down the hunters.
Keep the spider out of the foundry.
Like a duo fight.
Exactly. But it doesn't have to go that way if you don't want it to. If you want to keep it stealth, you definitely can. But basically, she's just like your partner for this mission. You could command her to do certain stealth moves. And also, you know how I showed you this ability wheel here? During combat, you could command her to do those certain things. I don't know if you're familiar with Guardians of the Galaxy, but basically the whole gameplay mechanic there is that you could command other people in your team to do certain moves during combat. So it kind of works the same way like that.
She said she'll head over to Connors soon.
That's great news.
Yeah, just making sure. You said the steel foundry, right?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Cardio.
Get back to your workout. I have to find Tombstone quick before he ends up like Scorpion.
We lost communication outside. Tighten security around Tombstone.
Calling reinforcements.
Reinforcements. Better play this quietly. Easy now.
And like, yeah, you could command her to do double takedowns, or when you do double takedowns, you do the takedown with her and stuff like that.
Another one down.
So it's up to you whether you want to fight with her or not.
Exactly. But it gives you a lot more freedom too, in how you want to play it. You know what I mean? If you want to just jump in right away, just start beating up everybody, you can. Or if you want to be stealthy, you definitely can.
I think that's the last of them. You guys just can't make it easy. Harry? What are you doing here?
Helping you out, Spider-Man. You're welcome, by the way.
I was hoping to do this quietly. Is this my fault? You go left, I go right.
So this is going to be my big change for Harry Osborn. Like, I like the idea that they have him being the first one to wear the suit, and it being an exosuit from like the Ultimate Comics, right? So we're still unaware that it's an alien, which it is, but for right now they think it's like an experimental exosuit, right? But what I like about this is that what I want to change is that how the suit changes depending on the person's personality and who they are. So I think Agent Venom is strictly Flash Thompson. You know, I mean, he was in the military, so that's why it looks more materialistic. Not materialistic, what am I saying? Or more material grade kind of suit, right? With like the pouches, the Kevlar vest and stuff like that. For Harry, I would want him to look more like the Hobgoblin. Like, it's literally, imagine the Hobgoblin's costume, but just all black and white. Right? And a reason why you could have it is, like, I guess you could just be like, oh, Harry and Peter and even Eddie sometimes, but not really Eddie because he never understood it. They were D&D nerds, and a lot of and Harry's character was a hobgoblin, you know. So then that's why he looks like that, because he thinks like, oh, if I were to ever like have superpowers, I would probably look like a hobgoblin. He doesn't have the glider, he doesn't have the bombs, but it's just, he has the same moveset as he does in this game. It's just that he looks like the Hobgoblin, just in black and white. And he's gonna be your third partner for this mission. So it's not only Hobgoblins there, but Black Cat. And Hobgoblin is only, it's a special character similar to the Sandman missions in one of the episodes. you strictly only get to play as a hobgoblin as a partner for, I would say, 2 missions. But yeah.
All distracted. Get up there.
After watching all 1122 episode, every anime looks shorter to me, lol.
Yeah, I bet.
That was fun.
Is that one of your favorite
Rescue
animes?
a supervillain. Reformed supervillain, but still a guy who's trying to kill you sometimes. He's trying to change. I want to help him. All right, let's. Come on! Gotta hit them before they hit us. Here we go again. Take him down.
So you see how you did like got takedowns together? You would do that with Black Cat and him, and then sometimes you would do it with all 3.
Yeah, it is like the Wano arcs and Marine Corps arc. I love them.
What other animes do you watch, or is that the only one? I'm really into I recently finished Neon Genesis. I'm trying to watch or rewatch Naruto. I used to watch that growing up. And I've been trying to finish Cowboy Bebop, but I kind of don't want to finish it because I love it so much. You know? I know that sounds kind of goofy, but I kind of just don't want it to end. If that sounds weird.
There's too many of them. Hang on. I don't even know how I'm doing this. That's super wild. I think I'm getting the hang of this. You should teach a class. Maybe I can get my job back. Watch out! I'm stuck! Harry! You with me? My head! We need to move! Now!
Well, if I start to tell you how many anime I have watched, it would take a long time, lol, but my top anime are Bleach, JJK, and Attack on Titan.
I used to watch Bleach growing up. I definitely want to, but I never really like paid attention to it. It was just there. But I definitely want to get. I definitely want to rewatch it now. I'm pretty sure I'll like it. And Attack on Titan, I heard great things about it, but
That alarm really messed with my head.
I don't know. There's something about it. I think I don't like the art design. I guess.
Arrows, machetes, rockets, now robot birds. Don't forget the
I don't know.
robot
Maybe
dogs.
I think it seems a little too dark for me. I guess maybe I don't know. There's something about it that I just don't like. I don't know what it is, but I heard great things about it.
Watch this! More rocket guys incoming! Stay calm! Take them out one at a time! Right! One at a time!
I totally missed the bird.
Getting intense! Where is this guy already?
Attack on Titan story stuff are all great, but it's graphic a bit too much, like every epi one of the character die.
I think that's what it is. I think that's what it
I
is.
feel out of my depth here.
It is a little bit too
Sure
graphic
we
for
can
me.
do this? Of course. We're the Spider Pals. All right.
Well, I'm gonna give it a chance. I think I should. I feel like I'm missing out on it. I think that's just like a minor detail that I don't like about it. But I feel like once the story gets good, which I know it is, then I'll push that aside. You know.
I'll run a distraction. See if you can break him free.
On it. They grow up so fast.
So maybe you stream daily or like you have a schedule?
Yeah, I have a schedule. I usually stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday I do Silent Hill, Wednesday I do Spider-Man, and then Sunday I do Dead by Daylight. That's usually the schedule. The only reason why I'm streaming today is because Dead by Daylight came out with a special game mode called 2v8, and it came out on Sunday, so that's why I streamed it on Monday. So I'm just trying to recoup from yesterday's stream that I missed.
Sorry, it's my first day. Gonna need a hand here. Be right back.
But yeah, I'm usually off Thursday through Sunday. Thursday through Saturday.
Walter, well, I have followed you, so whenever you go live, I will try my best to catch up with your stream.
Thank you, Annie. I really do appreciate that, and I'd love to talk to you again. It really was a blast. Damn, I'm not supposed to do that.
Where do they keep coming from? Some sort of booking agency? We have to turn off this furnace. There.
It was a hard hit.
If we can overload the machine with a coolant, it should shut down. All right.
Yeah, so remember, Black Cat's in here too.
You trying to kill everyone here?
Wasn't the plan. Sorry.
BTW mate, if you don't mind, can I show you some of my work for your opinions?
Yeah, sure, man. I wouldn't mind.
Getting hot in here. I haven't noticed. This suit is fireproof. Lucky you. We don't have time for this. What do we do? Hunt faster. That I can do. We gotta get Tombstone out. Maybe we can weaken the cage. There. Pull out those supports. Call me crazy. This might be one of the best days of my life. We really need to get you out more. Only 2 left. What's this thing made of? I don't know, but this place is...
Okay, cool, I will send you some on Insta.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, definitely.
Hang on.
I'll definitely check it out.
We need to pull those supports down.
Alright, we're almost there. Oh, so close. Alright, there's way too many right now. I got him, right? Oh no, it's this thing.
Break through the cage. Maybe we go through the furnace. No, it's too hot in there. You got any better ideas? Hard choices, right? What are you doing? Come on, Harry.
Well, I gotta go now, got to finish some work. It was great to talk to you. Will catch up with you soon.
Of course, Annie. Yeah, I'll totally love that. I'll definitely check out your work. I really appreciate you being here. You too. God bless you.
Get out of there! So stressful? Yoga's done wonders for my mental health.
You trying to die here? Move it!
No! We lost him! Don't panic! Quick, this way! Harry! Harry! Gotta keep moving.
Hold up.
Can you see if we were followed? On it.
Only downside to going straight. The game keeps you in shape.
Glad we got to you in time. Some of the others weren't so lucky.
They couldn't have off me if they tried. Besides, they were waiting for their boss to do the deed. They come for me again, I'll be ready. Tell your friend thanks for looking out for me. See you around, Spider.
Looks like they split. We should too. Yeah. Hey, good job back there. Really?
I was pretty sure I was just messing everything up.
You were, but in the best possible way. What are you... Hold on. Sorry. Still figuring out how this thing works. Nice design.
What do you mean?
Didn't you just... Huh. I guess I did. Would you look at that?
I guess we really are spider pals now. I think I'm gonna head back to the lab, see if Dr. Connors has showed up yet.
Good call. I'll catch up with you soon. Incredible.
And yeah, Black Cat could be there and be like, she could make a joke like, there's already like 3 of you now, so stuff like that. Because this leads into exactly what I wanted.
Ma, better not be because you saw a millipede again. Better check in with Pete first.
Hey, Miles.
Yo, man. Been a minute. You need any spider help?
Actually, we're all good. We managed to rescue Tombstone before Kraven could get his hands on him.
We?
Oh, long story short, my buddy Harry, he has some sort of power suit. Kicked all kinds of butt with it. He's gonna be a big help with these hunters, that's for sure.
Wait. Is he one of us now?
Sort of? It's all happening fast, but we'll talk later. Gotta run.
Talk later. He says that a lot. Okay. Better see what's going on with Ma.
I think I might keep it as it is with Peter telling him to work on his essay. Like, at this one instance, I'll keep it like that.
This is always a handy place to change.
This will make such a difference for the community. Thank you so much for your support. Okay. Bye-bye. Miles.
Hey, Ma.
Ven. Siéntate. I just wanted to check in. See how you're doing. ¿Todo bien?
Fine. Everything's good. Okay. It's just a lot right now. So much to take care of in the city. Super stressed about my college essay. Pete's busy doing other stuff. And Lee. Lee's still out there. Doesn't that bother you?
Of course it bothers me. But I'm committed to making this community better. I've got to let go of things that don't serve me and focus on where I want to go, not where I've been.
Amen.
¿Entiendes lo que te digo?
Yeah. But Lee? can't just let him go.
Angela, I'm gonna have to call you back. No, how can you be locked out? You have a key. Oh. No, I understand the urgency. Let me make some calls. Okay.
Mom, do you need me to go?
Didn't you just finish telling me how busy you are?
Yeah, but I always have time for my community. Okay, Ma, where am I headed?
Harlem Cultural Center, 116th and Convict. That was my friend Angela on the phone. She's the curator, and she's trying to give a prospective donor a private tour. But the security system locked her out.
Whoops! Awkward!
Angela lined up a bunch of items for a new music exhibit, but funding fell through. And if this donor doesn't cover the costs, the museum might have to close.
I'll make sure they get in.
know I'm passionate about preserving the musical heritage of this community. But how?
So I'm going to change this here. I do like this idea with the whole museum thing, but the only difference I would change is I'm going to change this guy. So he's not just some random dude or stuff like that. That's basically what it is. I don't know if he's from the comics or all. I don't think he is. But basically I'm going to change it to a character in the comics who's called Big Ben Donovan. If you're familiar with who he is, you know who he is. But if you're not, he's basically, just think he's like he's somebody who's from Harlem, who's grew up in these streets, and now he's in a position of wealth that he's able to help his community. So there's a big emphasis on, especially in that last scene, of like helping your community and focusing on where you want to go rather than where you've been. So that's a big focus of like this whole mission chain. So imagine this is Big Ben Donovan.
How can I donate to a museum where the security system isn't even functional?
Darren, I hear your concerns, but I assure you this museum will...
Spider-Man.
Oh, thank God. The system's locked us out and it's not responding to any input at all.
Let's see if I can figure out what's wrong with it. I need to find the control panel. There we go. Control panel. Relays are overloaded. Gotta get inside the walls to fix them.
So this is the second time you used the spider bot.
Things up so Angela can get that tour.
I think that's too many, but it is what it is.
That's how Angela got locked out. Better reset the system so I can get in there and stop these guys. Got it. But the system's still down. Gotta find the other relay boxes.
Hey, Miles. I checked in with all the beast shelters. No one has seen Martin leave.
Thanks. Can't believe I let him get away when I could've... You know?
Could've what?
Made sure he didn't hurt anyone else.
Right. Well, don't worry. I'll keep looking.
There must be some valuable stuff in here. These guys seem like pros. Nice. The system's still down. Must be more readers.
Sax and drum are already in the field.
Gotta get past these guys without being spotted. How about a distraction in PFC? Should stay out of sight as much as I can through here.
Keep it together, man. Don't you punk out on me. You could do this.
Another vent above that guy.
Who's that? Yo, Doug, that better be you.
Miles, everything okay?
I ran into a snag, but I'm handling it.
While you're there, check out some of the instruments. Get you ready for college.
Ma, I'm going into music tech. Computers are my instrument.
Music starts with a human, their instrument and their soul. And you're mixing or sampling, you have to listen close and capture that soul. Computers can't do that.
You know how old you sound right now?
Old and wise, you mean?
Okay, getting a stronger signal now. Looks like there's one more relay to bring back online. Oh, man. Gotta get all the way across the room.
Who's playing music? How much time? A couple minutes. Who did that? Someone bumping into things.
Gotta get this last relay online, then head to the loading dock. Make sure these guys don't get away with any of this stuff. Nice work, Spider-Bot. Now it's my turn.
So here's a big change for these Bebop missions. Basically, when he's fighting these criminals, he gets a help from a local hero of Harlem, which is Luke Cage, or aka Power Man. So this is another unlockable character that you get. And yeah, so he'll help you fight the criminals while you go chase the truck, but you're only able to retrieve the drum set. And then, you know, Big Donovan doesn't want to support this because, you know, the break-in, and it's a liability for his money. So Luke Cage is here talking to the lady about how he's sorry that they were able to steal some instruments and stuff like that, and sorry how things with Donovan didn't work out. But, you know, him and Spider-Man are going to work very hard to retrieve these instruments. And she's like starstruck because Luke Cage has been a hero for a long time. So everybody in Harlem knows Luke Cage and they idolize Luke Cage because he's done a lot of great things for the community. So she's just like, not only does she talk about like the music history about the drum set and all that stuff, but she also says like there's people like us, there's people like Luke Cage that set the standard of what it means to help your community and want it to be better for the next generation, and that she's proud to see that Spider-Man, the new generation, coming together with the older generation like Luke Cage to make their community better.
It was so influential, a direct line from funk to hip hop. Thank you.
Don't worry, I'll find the rest of those items.
Thank you.
And you can have Luke Cage just be like, yo, I'll let you know once I know any more information about the stolen items. So you'll have Miles working with Luke Cage. We discovered that somebody, Big Ben Donovan, who's trying to fundraise for this museum, doesn't do it because, you know, they're missing the items. There's somebody's trying to risk this whole place being standing still.
Hey, bro, you have a sec? Of course. Actually, Harry's calling. I have to take this. Catch up later?
Oh, sure, man. Later.
Hey, Pete. I'm at EMF. No sign of Doc Connors yet, but I could use an extra set of eyes. On my way. Have you heard anything from MJ? You said she's stopping by his house, right? Nothing yet. She told me she'd call when she got there. Let's hope he's just taking a sick day. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna check her office. Just come by when you can. The Connors? Nothing yet. It's MJ.
Bad news. Connors. I think I know where to find him. Somewhere across the river. Maybe around.
Let's move. He's waiting.
The thing with this hub change, I don't know why they're going all the way to New Jersey. Just have it be in the Bronx Zoo. You know, that's such an iconic scene and stuff like that. You have all these cool locations in the city. Spider-Man's a New York City-based hero. Just have it be in the Bronx Zoo. If you could be like, oh, but like, freaking, it's supposed to be run down, or like, how are they supposed to have this set up? Just, they have blinds, and it's also, the zoo is closed, like, after a certain amount of time, so, you know. So this is where the MJ plot really gets to its meat and potatoes. It's not only MJ's future relationship with Peter getting married, but it's also
Connor's cell phone. Oh, please don't. Harry, it's MJ. I'm at an abandoned zoo and...
Please, don't.
the main theme of it, it's her losing her job with the Daily Bugle. Like, she's in fear of losing her job, right? She's been a reporter ever since she was after college. You know, she studied journalism, and she became a reporter for the Daily Bugle, and she's been doing it ever since college. She's been doing it ever since freaking high school, when she did it in the school paper and stuff like that. So she thought that's always what she would do. But after the events of, or during the events of, no, forgive me, I'm so sorry. During the events of Miles Morales, MJ was in Sokovia with Peter. And so basically there was like a war going on over there, and she was actually trained by Sable, because she was actually a journalist who was in the front lines with Sable. And so Sable thought that if you're going to be here with me in the danger, I have to train you. So she's been taught by Silver Sable on how to, like, CQC, how to use firearms. So she has that experience as, like, basically a warrior. And so I do really like this scene, but I will only do it once. I know in the game it happens twice, but this is the only time that it happens. And then basically she's trying to find Kirk Connors. She knows that Kirk Connors is here, and she finds two things. She finds the remnants of Shocker, and how Kraven has kept his gauntlets and is using his tech to add it into his hunters, so it'll be a lot easier to hunt. It's like little trophies, but also helps him in his hunt. So we confirmed that Shocker is dead here.
This looks right. The hunter who input that code has to be nearby. He must be preparing these for Kraven.
I've only seen one of Kraven's hunts in person. I still have dreams about it.
This one will be special.
The hunter with the code came this way. Where is she? Who doesn't write down their passwords? Simkarian. He called himself Mongoose. Mongoose. Maybe whoever that is knows the code. Just need to convince them I'm Vika. Simkarian poetry. Must be her first language. Vegre, yo here. Her Simkarian is perfect. Hopefully mine is convincing. Radio designations. Let's find out who this mongoose is. Hello, Gari. They'll see right through me. I need to figure out who Vika is. Some kind of ranking system. Guess she's Garin's boss. Good for me. Alright, let's get that code. Come on, MJ. Your Simkarian is still good. Enough. Just answer.
Itt Vika. Vika, Monguznak.
Vika, beteg vagy?
Garin, elegem van a hívásaidból. Hol vannak a kezülékhez kódok?
A kódok sorozatokhoz információs táblán van. Tudhatnád?
Te pedig azt tudhatnád. Milyen hangon beszélhetsz velem. Ne hív többet, mert a fejedbe kerülhet.
That felt kinda nice. Alright, better move before he comes looking. Where's that whiteboard? There you are. Codes for the enclosure. Got the code. Now for the key.
And then also we see Electro. Electro is also imprisoned here. This is the big change that I will do. Electro's in prison here, and he's being used as a power source for all their tech, their blinds, all their equipment. He's like a living battery.
They're experimenting with Electro's tech.
Yeah, exactly this. And there's a variation with the enemies too. But they've been using him, they've been draining his power so much that he looks sickly. He looks more like the ultimate version, where he's all blue and filled with electricity, compared to his Insomniac version where he has that scar. He still has that scar, but he's like all blue, and he's closer to pure energy than he ever thought. And MJ feels bad for him, and he sets him free. And by setting him free, it causes a huge commotion that allows her to find Kurt Connors and unlock him. And that basically causes like the whole commotion that causes Kraven to come out and buys time for the Spider-Man to save Kurt Connors.
Wait.
You know this beast.
His name is Kurt Connors. He's a good man.
There are no good men.
I love that line. It's so true. The last part's kind of lame.
Sorry we're late. Are you two all right?
Better now.
There's a lab in the atrium. Might have a serum. I don't have much time. Then we'll buy you some. Right up the hill. That glass building. Please, hurry. We'll clear a path. Keep your heads down. Don't worry, Doc. Get you to that lab. You're not hurting tonight. Get down.
Yeah, Black Cat is here too.
Have a death wish. First Tombstone, now the lizard. Seems like they're just doing their boss's dirty work. Their benefits must be crazy. Now look who's joking at a bad time. You're learning.
Whoa! Do not touch me, sir. You're so inappropriate of you. No consent.
Firing!
I'm fine. Let's just... MJ, move ahead, but stay low.
Got it!
Clear. Let's move.
Just a little further.
And they could discuss like you can see like Electro trying to escape and stuff like that. And then Peter's just like, oh, that's another thing we gotta worry about and stuff like that. But they let him escape because they're so focused on trying to save Kurt Connors. Especially since he's already mutating into the lizard.
Right? No appreciation for plot twists these days. Your boss is so impressive. Why isn't he out here fighting us? But not yours. Not a lot of self-esteem in this group. MD, how are things looking?
He's too busy.
He won't let you get hurt in there. You'll be okay. Please. I can't do this again. I'm sorry, but we need to hurry. Get to work! We'll cover you! This, I can use this to make an antidote.
He's here.
I'm sorry.
MJ. So MJ gets pushed aside. Hobgoblin goes in, but he gets like, you know, like the in Infinity War, like with like Thanos, and he's like basically like pushing everybody aside and stuff like that. It shows that and I want to show that because I want to show how much of a menace, how much of a threat Kraven really is. And so yeah, so then they get pushed aside, and then the last one, so it's MJ, Hobgoblin gets pushed aside. Black Cat is the third one. She's about to like she goes to charge at him, and then he grabs him and like he goes to stab her, but then Peter comes in and he does this. He took the blade for Black Cat. And it gives more of a reason for Peter to make that mistake, or the spider sense to not work, because he's so focused on trying to save Black Cat. So he's distracted, basically.
Not as venomous as they say.
I love how he has his OG design here. So both MJ and Black Cat go to check on him, and basically MJ is carrying him while Hobgoblin is fighting Kraven, and Black Cat is taking care of the hunters that are coming to basically finish off Peter and MJ. So she's protecting you from them. But it stays as this like one continuous cutscene.
I got you. Come on. I'm gonna get you out of here.
This feels not great.
Just think. This'll definitely be your coolest scar.
Yeah. MJ, I don't think... Am I breathing? I'll kill you!
Harry!
Do it then!
Look out!
So you have Black Cat protecting them from that and stuff like that.
I know. Shh. It's okay. Come on.
I can't see.
And you got Black Cat like freaking out, like, is he okay? Is he okay? Why did he have to, like, she kind of does like a thing, like, why did he have to freaking save me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, she kind of like blames herself for him being badly injured.
Focus, Pete. One foot in front of the other. Come on.
Sorry. I was always so busy.
Don't. Look, we're almost... Pete, talk to me. Almost there. Hang on.
You can have a little bit more where it's just like Peter's just like basically in the last episode we were talking about him like wanting to marry her and stuff like that, and be like, you can have him, you can make it a little more sad. You could be like, I was so excited about the house, I was so excited about marrying you and stuff like that, and then, you know, you build up the performance, actually believe that like Peter's gonna die here, you know.
Get up! Harry!
Pete?
Please stay with us.
Come on. Pete, come on, this is nothing. Remember in 5th grade when you... No. Stay awake, buddy.
Wait.
No!
I don't think it's gonna let me do it. Hate that.
What happened? I don't know. MJ, get him out of here. I'll handle this.
Oh, this feels good. Carlos, you...
You and Jess will crave an obsession.
And I feel sorry for him.
Last viewers on streamgroup.com, remove the space, and I off me BZ.
MJ, I'm on my way.
What are you? Trek the lizard. The spider is mine.
Yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of the Spider-Man rewrite episode 5. I'm so happy that you guys are enjoying this rewrite. I'm getting so much love for it. I'm getting people... I even heard somebody on my YouTube channel comment that they're even thinking about doing their own rewrite of the game, and that makes me so happy, guys. And please, if you're watching this, I forgot the name, but I'll check a little bit later. But yeah, please post. If any of you guys want to do the rewrites or put your ideas, please post it in the comments of the video. I'm pretty sure everybody else who are watching the video will love to read it. And thank you so much for putting that effort in, guys. It really does make me so happy. But if you do like what you see, please give me a like and follow. And yeah, may God bless you forever and always, and peace be with you. Alright, peace.